Hey YouTube, this is Kentucky Wildcat Fan 78. This is my movie review of the movie Den of Thieves. Now, I'm going to try my best with this because it is a lot of action based, so I am going to try. Okay, now it first takes place at a donut shop. Now, it looks like a local donut shop. This takes place in the city of LA, and there were these guards who was gonna go pick up money at a bank or something, and so they were coming out of the donut shop and they got surrounded by some criminals who shot two police officers and like three guards or something. So they got away with the car, and then also the armored car as well. So the police showed up. Now, first of all, before I go on, the police in this movie is a little bit strange. Now they come up and they see all the dead bodies, and they ask what happened, and then also the FBI comes in to investigate it too. So after that, the police went back to police headquarters, and they basically were trying to figure out what's going on here. Well, meanwhile, the bad guys were plotting to rob the big federal bank in LA. Now, trying to rob that bank would be totally different than trying to rob your local bank. Now, because the federal bank had like a ton of security and everything, where your local one probably only have one. And I don't suggest robbing anything. That's not good. Now, they were trying to plot how to rob it. Well, one of the guys got a job working at a Chinese food place. And so they would take food inside the federal bank, and just to get the food into the building itself would be a total pain, because you would have to sign in, go through security, and yada yada yada. Now, as that was going on, the police were still investigating, like what's going to happen. Well, the guy who was the Chinese delivery driver was also working with the police, sort of. And he informed them that they were going to rob a bank. It was kind of like one of those banking and saving places. So the police rushed there, but before they got there, the bad guys went in, got everybody from behind the counter, and even the customers in there, and basically put them all on the ground. Not so much handcuffed, but zip tied their hands behind their back, and put like leather sacks over their head. And they called 911, and they said, basically bring a chopper and so much money here within a short or no hostages get killed. Well, someone hung up the first time, and they took a woman back to, I guess, the employee bathroom and shot her. Well, and you heard all the police in the front, once they heard the shot go off, they're like, crap. Well, as the police were trying to plot to get into this bank, they heard a loud boom, which shot out all the glass in the bank, and then triggered several car alarms, and they got into the vault and stole the money. Well, the head of the sheriff got into the bank, made sure everybody was okay, and they got out safely. But so they were trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Well, so basically the bad guys got dressed up as people who deliver the money from the bank to the federal bank. So they went through all of that, and they got money that was supposed to be big bills. Well, they put it in their SUV and they took off, but not far behind were the police. So they finally got to the stretch of road that was at a dead stop. So the bad guys put bullet armor on, the police put bullet armor on, and they kind of had like a shooting battle right there. So the police were telling everybody in their cars to get down. And basically both people from the police and the bad guys both got shot. Now, it showed at the end the head of the bad guys getting shot by the sheriff. Now, and that's really about it. Now, is the movie good? Yes. But it's one of those movies where you really have to pay attention to it to know what's going on, because it can be confusing. But overall, it is a good movie.